What's up guys, Alvaro here. Welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. You guys already know this channel. This is the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. And in this video, and as I do it Mondays through Thursdays, I want to make a quick stock market update. I want to break down some technicals, going over the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, which are the most important indices of the United States stock market. And at the end of the video, I will be breaking down from a technical standpoint as well 4 stocks that will be on the top of my watch list for tomorrow's trading session. So without further ado, let's get started. And guys, keep in mind that tomorrow and on Wednesday we are going to have the Federal Open Market Committee that is going to take place, as I just said, tomorrow and on Wednesday, and we are expecting the Federal Reserve, or let's say some analysts are expecting the Federal Reserve to announce some sort of tapering. If that happens, if the chairman of the Federal Reserve Mr. Jerome Powell, Mr. Money Printing, happens to announce some sort of tapering, that is something that shouldn't concern anyone because the markets are already thinking about it, and we can make the case that some sort of tapering or some sort of situation in which the Federal Reserve is going to start to taper is already priced in. And we can pretty much rule out any announcement in regard to raising the interest rate of the United States of America, but this is something that you guys have to keep under your radar. Let me go ahead and take a look at the indices, because as of now we still have 23 more minutes in today's trading session and we are having some sort of red day. Even though the Nasdaq is up 0.40%, the Russell 2000 is down 0.67%, S&P 500 also down 0.14%. The S&P 500 almost reached a new all-time high today, just like the Nasdaq 100, which was 3 points away from reaching a new all-time high, and the Dow Jones is also down 0.54%. And before going over the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, I want to show you guys 3 trades that I closed in today's trading session, starting with Bitcoin. And in the case of Bitcoin, guys, this was a swing trade that I showed you in one of the videos that we posted last week. I think that I showed you guys this trade on last Wednesday. And I told you, I explained to you what was my plan when it comes to Bitcoin, and I told you that I was looking forward to load up on Bitcoin if Bitcoin happened to drop down to the lows 30,000. So that's what happened last week. So I invested $3,000 on Bitcoin when Bitcoin hit $31,000 approximately. I actually opened this position at $31,415 when Bitcoin was trading at that price, and I sold out of this position this morning at $39,124. So I invested $3,000 in this position, and I ended up closing this position, selling out of it at $3,747, making a $740 profit in the case of this swing position of Bitcoin. And in the case of AMC Entertainment, guys, I closed one swing position and I actually took a day trade on AMC Entertainment that I am going to show you right away. In the case of AMC Entertainment, this is what you guys can see over here is my second trading and investment portfolio. So this morning I purchased 50 shares at $52.54, and I closed this position. This was like a 20-minute trade or something like that. So I closed this position 20 minutes after having opened it, selling my 50 shares at $57.61 at $2,880. So I ended up making $254 in a matter of 15 or 20 minutes with this day trade. But I also closed a swing trade on AMC with my main investment and trading portfolio. So let me show you. And in the case of my main trading and investment portfolio, and if you guys recall, this was a trade that I showed you as soon as I opened it back on June 9th. So that day, I purchased 50 shares of AMC at $49.05, and I ended up selling those shares today as soon as AMC broke the resistance or $52 because I was writing the shares of the day trade that I just showed you. So I sold these 50 shares at $53.33, and I ended up making $220 out of this swing position. So today was a very solid day for me, guys. I ended up making $1,100 between the two trades that I closed on AMC Entertainment and the swing trade that I also closed on Bitcoin. And as I always told you, this is not rocket science. This doesn't take an Einstein. Anyone can do this, and that's the main message that I want to deliver every single time that I show you guys the trades that I have closed, because these are trades that I have explained in detail, that I have broke down here on the channel. So if I can do it, any one of you guys can also do it. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500 and what is going on over here, guys. We'll still have 15 more minutes in today's trading session, and the S&P 500, guys, was, believe it or not, 1 point away this morning of reaching a new all-time high over here. So as of now, it looks like the bulls are pretty much gathering strength slightly above 42.35, which has acted as a lower support in the last 3 trading sessions. And I think that this is my personal opinion, guys, that it is just a matter of time for the bulls to burst above the new all-time high that was actually made 3 days ago at 42.50. And maybe if that new all-time high happens to be broken into the upside, what are we looking at, guys? 4270, 4300. I think that is absolutely possible in the course of this week. So from a support standpoint, the most important area of support that I am going to be looking at in tomorrow's trading session is going to be 42.35, 42.33, which, as I said before, has acted on 3 occasions as a lower support for the bulls in the S&P 500, but it has also acted in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before as a resistance in the S&P 500. And not to mention, needless to say, that area of support somewhere around 42.35, 42.33 is also backed up by the 50 SMA on the 1 hour chart. So we are talking about a very important area of support for the bulls in the S&P 500. If that support happens to be broken to the downside, then the next important area of support for the bulls in the S&P 500 is going to be at 42.18, 42.20, which has acted as a resistance in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before for the bulls in the S&P 500. And in the case of the Nasdaq 100, let's go ahead and take a look at this index and what is going on as of now, when we still have 12 more minutes in today's trading session, and we have a new, this is live reaction, guys, we have a new all-time high in the Nasdaq 100 at 14,086 points. So at last, finally, the bulls managed to reach a new all-time high in the Nasdaq 100. So let me go ahead, because the Nasdaq 100, guys, has been on a tear during the last 2 weeks, and take a look at the RSI in the Nasdaq 100. It is at 77 points on the 4-hour chart. So I'm thinking, guys, that this index, and despite the fact that we just reached a new all-time high on the good old Nasdaq 100, I think that this index is due for a pullback so the RSI can come back to earth. So if we happen to have a pullback in the Nasdaq 100, what could potentially act as an important area of support for the bulls? Well, in that case, guys, I am going to be looking at 13,900 points or something in that ballpark. 13,920 points, 13,900 points already acted as a lower support on last Friday, and it also did it on last Thursday. So we are talking about a previous area of support for the bulls in the Nasdaq 100 that already acted as a support twice in recent days. And from a resistance standpoint, and as of now, we find the Nasdaq 100 trading at 14,086 points. So I don't know, guys. The RSI is too elevated, so I think that the most healthy thing that could happen for the Nasdaq 100 would be pulling back a bit and maybe, trading sideways for 2 or 3 trading sessions so we can consolidate slightly above 13,950 points or 14,000 points to gather strength in order to try to pull up even higher in the case of the Nasdaq 100. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the first stock of this video, which is going to be AMC Entertainment. And in the case of AMC Entertainment, and when we'll still have 9 more minutes in today's trading session, AMC is up 15% and it is trading as of now at $57.30. So we can make the case, guys, that AMC Entertainment has been struggling. The bulls of AMC have been struggling a lot, but a lot, guys, at $59 and $60 per share. So that area, somewhere between $58 and $60, has turned into a critical area of resistance for the bulls of AMC Entertainment. So watch out for AMC tomorrow, guys, because the second the bulls of AMC happen to burst above $59 or $60 on good volume and momentum, I think that the gap up to the $77 or $75 is going to be easily, but I mean easily, filled. In my case, and as I just showed you, because I was able to close 2 successful trades on AMC today, I am going to be looking at tomorrow, guys, like a hawk at $52. $52 already acted as a lower support for AMC in 1 and 2 occasions, and on 3 occasions in recent days. And if I happen to pick up some shares of AMC at $52, I am going to be probably buying, I would say, 50 or 70 shares of AMC. And for all intents and purposes, my price target, and if I happen to be able to obviously pick up 50 or 70 shares of AMC at $52, then my price target is going to be the area of resistance that I just told you guys about, somewhere around $58 or $60 per share. If tomorrow I happen to pick up shares of AMC Entertainment at $52 and that area of support, if that support happens to be broken to the downside, then I would be more than happy, guys, to average down that position at $46. $46 has already acted on 3 occasions as a lower support for AMC Entertainment, 1, 2, and 3 occasions before, and it also acted as a resistance for AMC Entertainment back on June 2nd. And on top of that, that's an area of support that would coincide with the 180 SMA on the 1-hour chart. So watch out tomorrow for AMC. Maybe, who knows, guys, bursting above $59 or $60 per share and filling the gap up to the $70 or $75 per share, or maybe, who knows, paying a visit to the $52, in which case I am going to open another position on AMC Entertainment, and I would be willing to average down that position if we happen to see the $45.50 or $46. And the second stock of this video is going to be ticker symbol QS, QuantumScape. QuantumScape is going down today 4.39%, and it is trading as of now at $26.68. And mind you, guys, I actually wanted to talk about QuantumScape in this video because the short interest of QuantumScape as of now is 21%. And if you guys recall, if you guys remember, or if you guys saw the video that we posted yesterday, I told you any short interest above 10% is fairly high. However, any short interest above 20% is extremely high. So needless to say, this stock is a very strong candidate to be involved in a short squeeze anytime soon. So that's just, some sort of information that I am putting on your table. If you guys remember, this stock went from $11, guys, back in October of last year until up to $140 in a matter of 2 months, from October until December. This was an increase in the case of QuantumScape of almost 950%, guys. Can you figure? Having bought, let's say, 1,000 shares of QuantumScape back in October, and then having sold out of those shares when QuantumScape reached $138? My goodness, guys. All right. So, by the way, guys, we got good news about QuantumScape because this company reached a deal with Volkswagen to manufacture batteries for electric vehicles, because this is a company, and for those who are not familiar with QuantumScape, this is a company that manufactures lithium batteries for electric vehicles. So they reached a deal with Volkswagen to build up some sort of factory in Germany in order to manufacture, electric or lithium batteries for Volkswagen vehicles. So those are very good news in the case of QuantumScape. From a trading standpoint, guys, so here on the 4 hour, you guys can see that QuantumScape is trading as of now inside this wedge. So I am going to zoom in here on the 4 hour, and I'm thinking, guys, that the second that the bulls of QuantumScape can burst above the moving averages that you can see over here, the 180 SMA, which is this yellow, there goes the market, which is this yellow line that you guys can see over here. This is the 180 SMA, and the 50 SMA, which is this green line that you guys can see over here. So I'm thinking, guys, that the second that QuantumScape can burst above these moving averages, it is going to be bursting above at the same time the upper line of this wedge that I just told you guys about. So if that happens, I think, guys, that QuantumScape has a first chance of filling the gap up to the next important area of resistance for this stock at around $39. $39 is an area of resistance that already acted as such for the bulls of QuantumScape back on April 27th. So what's my plan when it comes to QuantumScape, guys? I am looking forward to loading up on QuantumScape at $25.50. And why that price? Well, because $25.50 is a previous area of support for the bulls of QuantumScape that already acted as such in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 occasions before. So if I happen to be able to pick up shares of QuantumScape, I will be buying 150 or 200 shares of QuantumScape, and I can sell out of those shares at the price target that I just told you about, or the resistance rather that I just told you guys about, near $39 or $38.50, I could be potentially locking in a profit of 34%, nothing to sneeze at. So watch out for QuantumScape, guys. We have a very high short interest in the case of this stock, and it is looking like the bulls of this stock are gathering strength slightly below the moving averages, the 4 hour, in order to gather strength to burst above those moving averages and at the same time burst above the upper line of the wedge so they can fill the gap up to the $39 or $38 per share. And now let's go ahead and take a look at Bed Bath & Beyond, ticker symbol BBBY. And in the case of Bed Bath & Beyond, this stock went down today 5.88%, and it closed today's trading session at $30.16. And you guys know that I am on Bed Bath & Beyond as of now. So this is a swing position for me. I have 50 shares at $32.23. That's my average cost, and as of now I have an unrealized loss over here of $103, but I couldn't care less about that unrealized loss. So what's my plan when it comes to Bed Bath & Beyond, guys? So pay close attention over here, guys. Here on the 1 hour chart we can see that Bed Bath & Beyond broke an important area of support at around $32. $32 already acted as a lower support for Bed Bath & Beyond back on June 3rd, and it also did it back on June 7th. So in my case, and since I am already holding 50 shares of this stock, I am willing to average down my current swing position on Bed Bath & Beyond at $27.20. $27.20 is an area of support that already acted as such for the bulls of Bed Bath & Beyond in 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before, but it also acted as a resistance for the bulls of this stock back on May 26th, and it also acted as a resistance the next day on May 27th. So that's an area in which I am going to be probably picking up 50 more shares of Bed Bath & Beyond. However, guys, if Bed Bath & Beyond happens to burst above the $32, a previous area of support that now is going to act as a new resistance, so I think that, and taking into account that these meme stocks pretty much trade based on momentum and volume, I think that on good volume and momentum, the bulls of Bed Bath & Beyond, while bursting above, or as they burst above $32, they have a fair chance of filling the gap up to the next important area of resistance for Bed Bath & Beyond at around $38. $38 is an area of resistance in which the bulls of Bed Bath & Beyond failed at back on June 8th. So for all intents and purposes, my price target in order to close the swing position that I opened on Bed Bath & Beyond is going to be $38 or $39 approximately. And if we take a look at the 4-hour chart, guys, take a look at this. This is an important detail from a technical standpoint. The RSI of Bed Bath & Beyond on the 4-hour is at 36 points. So we can make the case that if Bed Bath & Beyond happens to drop down further and pays a visit to the $27, then the RSI on the 4-hour is going to be even lower, and that is going to increase the likelihood for the bulls of Bed Bath & Beyond of finding support at a previous area of support and resistance as well, and then bounce back up. And on top of that, this area, the $28 or $27.50 on the 4-hour coincides with the 180 SMA. So this is going to be my plan in the case of Bed Bath & Beyond. And the last stock of this video is going to be a stock that you guys love, Sndl Growers. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 4-hour of Sndl. And guys, in the case of Sndl Growers, I showed you a swing trade that I closed last week on Sndl, and I am really liking the price action that I am seeing in the case of Sndl. And why, guys? Well, because Sndl has found a very good support slightly above $1.03. Sndl, by the way, went up today 0.95%, and it closed today's trading session at $1.06. So if tomorrow I happen to see Sndl Growers trading somewhere between $1.04 and $1.06, I will be probably picking up 500 or 1,000 shares of Sndl Growers. If so, my price target in order to close a day trade, hopefully, or a swing position on Sndl Growers is going to be $1.24. $1.24 is an area of resistance in which the bulls of Sndl Growers already failed at on 2 occasions in recent days. If I can take this trade the way that I am describing it, I would be potentially locking in a profit of 18%, a very but very solid profit. And keep in mind, guys, that the area of support that I just told you about, somewhere between $1.04 and $1.05, has already acted as a support for Sndl in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 occasions before, but it also acted as a resistance for the bulls of Sndl Growers back on May 28th. So from a technical standpoint, we can make the case that this is a very strong area of support for the bulls of Sndl Growers. So watch out for Sndl, guys, tomorrow or in the course of this week finding or still consolidating or keeping on consolidating slightly above $1 and gathering strength in order to fill the gap up to the $1.25. And with Sndl growers, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. Remember, guys, that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting these stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays right after the market closes. So if you want to get the notifications of all of our videos in a timely manner, you have to be subscribed to the channel, but you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. Follow us on Instagram, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. On our Instagram account, we are posting news and information on a daily basis, but most importantly, I am making call outs about the stocks that I am about to purchase, that I am about to buy throughout the trading session. So if you also want to have access to that content, go ahead and follow us on Instagram as well at Bilingual Stock Market. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets. We do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys tomorrow once again as soon as the market closes. Peace out. Keep on crushing the markets.